Hello, and today I'm going to be doing Increase Your Financial IQ. And Chapter 1, What is Financial Intelligence? When I was 5 years old, I rushed to the hospital for an emergency surgery. As I understand it, I had a serious infection in my ears, a complication from chickenpox. Although it was a frightening experience, I have a cherished memory of my dad, my younger brother, and my two sisters standing on the lawn outside the hospital window waving to me as I lay in bed recovering. My mom was not there. She was at home, bedridden, struggling with a weak heart. Within a year, my younger brother was taken to the hospital after falling from a ledge in the garage and landing on his head. My younger sister was next. She needed an operation on her knee, and my sister Beth, a newborn baby, had a severe skin disorder that continually baffled the doctors. It was a tough year for my dad, and he's the only one of the six of us not to succumb to a medical challenge. The good news is that we are all recovered and lived healthy lives. The bad news is that the medical bills kept coming. My father might not have become ill that year, but he did contract the crippling malady, overwhelming medical debt. At the time, my dad was a graduate student at the University of Hawaii. He was brilliant in school, receiving his bachelor's degree in just 2 years, and I dreamed of one day becoming a college professor. Now with a family of 6, a mortgage, and high medical bills to pay, he let go of his dream and took a job as a assistant superintendent of schools in the little town of Hilo on the big island of Hawaii. Just so he could afford to move our family from one island to another to get a loan from his father. It was a tough time for him and for our family. Although he did achieve tremendous professional success and was finally awarded his doctorate degree, I suspect not realizing his dream of becoming a college professor haunted my father until his dying days. He often said, when you kids are out of the house, I'm going back to school and doing what I love, teaching. But that wasn't to be. My dad eventually became the superintendent of education for the state of Hawaii, an administrative post, and then ran for lieutenant governor and lost. At the age of 50, he was suddenly unemployed. Soon after the election, my mom died suddenly at the age of 48 due to her weak heart. My father never recovered from that loss. Once again, money problems piled up. Without a job, he decided to withdraw his retirement savings and invested in a national ice cream franchise. He lost all his money. As he grew older, my father felt he was left behind by his peers, and his life's career was over. Without his job as the head of education, his identity was gone. He grew angrier at his rich classmates who had gone into business rather than education as he did. Lashing out, he often said, I dedicated my life to educating the children of Hawaii. And what do I get? Nothing. My fat cat classmates get richer, and what do I get? Nothing. I will never know why he did not go back to the university to teach. I believe it was because he's trying very hard to become rich quickly and to make up for lost time. He wound up chasing flaky deals and hanging out with fast-talking con men. None of his get-rich-quick ventures succeeded. If not for a few odd jobs and his Social Security, he might have had to move in with one of the kids. A few months before he died of cancer at the age of 72, my father pulled me close to his bedside and apologized for not having much to leave his children. Holding his hand, I put my head on his hand, and we cried together. Okay, so that's like the beginning of chapter 1. Hope you liked that. If you did, please like and subscribe. Bye!